Okay, so here I am. This is Bezelner, I guess I could say. That's my channel. So this is we're looking at Tower Dominion. I got this build with Archeologist Karia, and I wanted to show it off because I'm just going to show you straight away. You can see the general design here. I'll explain that in a second. The main feature here is our Xeno Prognosis. If you could read this, 253 million damage in wave 98, which was the previous wave. If you could probably see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ammo depots next to it, and a division relay that is also amplifying it. Unfortunately, this does not gain any benefits to rate of fire, as far as I know, because it's mainly reload speed of 0.1 rounds per second that determines how fast it shoots, which is once every 10 seconds. So the only thing that can make that faster is the doctrine that gives you faster reload speed for all your buildings. However, we have all those things amplifying the damage. As you can see, it does 2,700 damage shot to air units, which is our main foe here. The Threxids that have 166,000 or more HP. And the other thing to note, I don't know why, but my doctrines aren't showing right now, but I have the doctrine for getting 0.5 damage every reroll. So you'll note I have 255 recon a wave that is, so I've been able to use that a lot. Let's see, I have to find a okay, I have an unmodified one up here, so we're getting about 810% damage extra on any given thing. So here we're getting anywhere from 1,000 damage to 1,200 on shield units and 2,600% extra damage on air units at the Xeno Prognosis. Again, 253 million. We're basically doing this as kind of a spiral. The way I like to start this is to come out. This is single path. I just come out the base and loop around the back of it to create these two free spaces in back. Especially with the with this faction, I like to create extra spaces to get more real estate. So if you can loop around a one tile gap, it'll fill that in for you without requiring a wave, so you in total you get more real estate. We did have the Britas here, so that actually ended up spawning behind our nest, and I just rolled with that, did all our Britas there, and then did some more pathing to allow myself to have this area with howitzers that have the ability to hit a large portion of my map. And I also got a bunch of sturdy bunkers, put them in a big array so they hit all of our map. Once the Xeno Prognosis gets going, it hits all that. I don't think there's anything too crazy to talk about besides that. I did start going with the support collaboration with my mission controls with about half of them, so I can get more higher tier blueprints. I don't know, I may add a video of running part of this after this, I'm not sure. What generally happens is once the mobs get to about here, we start, because they loop in, they come around through here and to here. I don't know how well you can see my mouse, but once they get to about there, it starts knocking them back, and then that for the rest of like the hour of the wave, it's just killing them as they come in to the map. So there's not much to see, and it's like one frame every 2 seconds, so it's not the most amazing. Just suffice to say, if the game doesn't bug out, I could probably keep going as long as the game doesn't like crash, which I don't know. That's why I'm recording this now, because I don't know what the chances are of that. So probably boring, no gameplay, and I haven't recorded anything to my channel in like 10 years, but I thought I'd show this, so that's what that is. that's really starting to make me think that lag is the thing with the Xeno Prognosis. They just, like, we didn't even had anything, and it's like, we just about have it under control already. Because they're split, that's why, so they're not nearly as concentrated. So both lines are just getting smacked. Definitely the front lines, but by the time they combine, it'll probably be like they'll just be done. Yeah, it's pretty fascinating. I concur. What's going on? I don't think they're not quite at the point where they have been beaten back pretty brutally. Worse than the previous time, which makes me think that the lag actually strengthens this build, the build that focuses around Xeno Prognosis, because it keeps taking damage regardless of whether the frame rate is the game is proceeding along at regular speed. For the same reason that the Howitzers gain damage. You know, they benefit from it being laggy as well, but just not quite as much as the Xeno Prognosis. Yeah, everything is dead except at the entrances pretty much at this point. Okay, almost there. Pretty much everything except the entrances is dead now.